next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a soga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me Folger, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty. Talking all Aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me. It's obvious, you're too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touch down, touchdown, touchdown.
I'm harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we start the new season with an AFC West Division battle right out of the gate between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway in Southern California. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some...
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Isaiah Pacheco with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders are on the board here first in the season opener. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Stidham. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. They go play action with Stidham. Back to the same target, Campbell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Stidham. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Stidham. Complete to Wright. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now it's Stidham. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Pinheiro now to have the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Raiders 14, Chargers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Stidham. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and
trying for White, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
57 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter, and he has been tremendous to start the new year. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Stidham to throw. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's finally taken down. It is a big gain there on what will turn out to be. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Stidham sets to throw on 1st. Finding Waddle crossing the field and bringing it in. Down inside the 10. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one nearly 30 yards. It's 29 officially.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they've moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Elliott going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Off the play fake. Here's Stu. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Stidham. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And now they'll run it here off tackle. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Fields. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2, Fields. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Fields. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Tim Patrick, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. from the end zone, here comes Herbert. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete, finding room at midfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Stidham. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Stidham off play action. Campbell making the catch. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 31 yards on the punt there.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the line. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now Stidham on 1st down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Stidham. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Stidham.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Stidham. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get about 3 here, up to the 44-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Stidham. Wright's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, Stidham. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Elliott. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And he's going to be shot back short of the goal line.
Stop short of the goal line. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? To throw is Stidham. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much. And
he's got a man complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Open man is Skoranek. He's got it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 16. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Fields now to throw. Forced out to his left. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Fields. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jerry Jeudy from 17 yards out. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all, because
He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Chargers' 5-yard line.
Another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1. But
fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front, and to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to...
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Out of the gun, Fields.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy.
And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They go play action with Stidham. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touch.
He's got a man complete. 20. 10, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 35, Chargers 3. Eddie Pinheiro sent to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Stidham. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Stidham will throw again. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract. Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a 1st down. They're just 1 yard. Stidham looking to escape, but he'll go down. They got him. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. On the option, here's Elliott. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. They'll try and throw for it with Stidham. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 21-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.